Next, Water World. After every election, there are always people who say they're going to leave the country. Or at least they would if they could find a place entirely to their liking where they could start a country of their own. That, by the way, is not out of the question, according to Mitch Butler and Josh Landis of the Fast Draw.
Millions of voters got the change they wanted on Election Day. But what about those that didn't? If they can't elect the government they want, maybe they can make the government they want.
Our founding fathers got away from England and started their own government on a big new continent. If only we could get away from it all. But today, governments control even the tiniest of islands. So what's left for the new founding father wannabe?
We'll go 200 miles out to sea, and guess what? There's no government. And that's the way a guy named Patri Friedman likes it.
We want to make startup countries on the ocean.
By the way, Friedman is the grandson of Nobel Prize-winning economist Milton Friedman, and he envisions floating micronations free to make up their own rules. He calls it Seasteading, and believes that it could teach America and other countries how to make their own governments better.
The great thing about letting people go out and live in, their own imagined utopia is that they get the benefit of living under the system that they want. And we create data about whether it actually works that the rest of the world can use to decide whether or not to change.
They made their own floating communities in Kevin Costner's film Waterworld. But Friedman's vision isn't based in fiction, it's based in reality. In fact, ideas like seasteading have been around for decades.
In the 1960s, Englishman Roy Bates decided that he didn't just want to be from England anymore. He took an old World War II platform in the North Sea and made it the Principality of Sealand. He made himself the prince of his own self-styled micronation. Sealand had mixed results. In fact, it's now for sale if you want to buy it.
Today's seasteaders have raised big money and hope to set up their first floating settlement of about 100 people in just a few years. Eventually, they hope to have millions living on the sea. So if you don't like the way your country is run, maybe you could run away.
As long as you're ready to deliver your own mail,
treat your own sewage,
defend your own borders,
run your own schools,
provide your own medical care.